So what am I going to posting on today? Well, the vlog you've all been waiting for. We're here at York Maze Hallowscream 2019. Well, what is up, guys? My name is Coaster Chall, YouTube channel, podcast the ball built for theme park news. Here we are at York Maze Hallowscream 2019. It's going to be a fantastic event. We went last year, it was so good, so they've got a lot of high expectations to live up to this year. We've got two brand new mazes, the Singularity and of course Corney's Cornevil. It's a shame that Difference Engine and Reincarnation had to be removed, but you know, I'm all for new stuff. Along with that, 2073, the Flash Pot and Bard Again 3D all return for this year's event. It's going to be brilliant. Let's take you inside and have a look. So in terms of full maze lineups at the event, it's been going since 2010. There's been a lot of mazes that have come and gone on the event over the years. There's been loads of classic mazes here. We had the original Barnageddon, Appointment with the Undertakers, Curse of the Corn, lots of classic names from past years at Hallowscream. And we had lots of brilliant mazes, trying to escape a chainsaw. Just brilliant mazes, themes. I love this event already, it's just brilliant. So yeah, this maze has got a lot of rich history and I can't wait to get back into this event. It was so good last year, can't wait to do it again this year. Let's take you inside. I think the pre-show is going to be the same as last year. Let's take you inside and have a look. I love this already, I love it already.
Listen, you look just like my Derek. You look exactly like you used to look when we...
Oh, nice.
Listen, my love, I'm going to give you something now. This is... Please! Excuse me! I'm talking! I'm talking! You listen. Welcome to the York Maze Hallowscream. Are you all excited?
Yay!
Moderate to average. Are you all excited?
Yay!
And turn the phone off, son. I can see because you're flashing me, alright? Now, my name is Lil Tribble. This is my son Corney the Clown, the headline act here at York Maze Hallowscream. The model you see in front of you is a physical depiction of my ex-husband, Derek. Derek? I'm glad you found that amusing, because he's dead. Now, Derek's going to tell you a few things you should need to know. This is for your own safety. So, please pay attention. No talking, no telephones, no touching each other up because it's dark. If you fail to comply with these instructions, I will rip off your testicles.
Welcome, foolish mortals. On a night just like this one, a century and a half ago, more than 50 innocent lives were lost on this very spot. A traveling circus wintered here, and the farmer, Leonard Dunnington, at the end of a cruel spiral into gambling and drink, set it ablaze, laughing maniacally as his helpless victims, man and beast, perished in the flames. Many people believe that this farm is still haunted by those that lost their lives that fateful night. Tonight, you will find yourself lost in a a maze of terrors, a new horror at every turn, as the restless souls that died at night come back from the dead. When you step through the door and face the freaks and clowns of the traveling circus, there are a few things you need to know to help you survive. There will be loud noises, strobe lighting, heavy smoke, and confined spaces. If you suffer from claustrophobia, epilepsy, or are currently pregnant, we advise you not to enter. The ground will be uneven and it will be dark, so move slowly and carefully. Do not run. When you are inside the attractions, please keep your phones in your pockets. Torches and flashlights can spoil things, can't they? Anyone under the age of 16 must be accompanied by an adult at all times, including within the houses. And most importantly, if you wish to make it out of Hallowscream alive, don't touch the undead creatures you meet, and they will not touch you. Your time has come. Are you brave enough to face the hellish hallucinations of Hallowscream?
Finished out of the pre-show this year, and the pre-show is so much better than last year. The pre-show was just like a projection on a statue, and it sort of told you the rules and regulations. This time, compared to last year, they actually had Corney's mum, and the statue was Derek, and that was sort of her husband that's died. So I really liked how the pre-show now follows the story. I love that part. I love how the pre-show follows the story of the maze and the whole event. So that was a pretty cool touch since last year. We're going to go inside and head on all the mazes for this year. Let's go inside and have a look. I can't wait after seeing that pre-show. So one thing that hasn't changed from last year is the twins. The twins.
I recognise her.
So.
I don't think they got a bit older.
Yeah. Oh.
Where are they?
That's creepy. Thank you very much for the warning. Yeah, definite improvements from this year's event, guys. Really improved, and I strongly suggest this event. This runs right up until the end of the month and into November, so I really would recommend it. Hashtag lovely bunting going on. Hashtag lovely bunting. All you theme park enthusiasts would love a bit of bunting. So that's pretty cool. Nice touch to the plaza for this event. Pretty nice. So let's get inside. So walking into the tent for the very first time, and oh my goodness. First time walking into the tent this year, and already I'm expecting a lot of good stuff, and it's already delivering. It's already delivering. Got the marquee stage right here. This is where all the sideshows take place. Got some mazes down here as well. Got a massive piece of theming right in the middle here, which is brilliant. That's pretty cool. Whoa, look at that. It's a smoke and bubble machine, which is very, very nice. Overall, first impressions, very, very good. Very good. This is like a DJ bar. So getting chased behind me. So yeah, overall pretty good. Good first impressions. There is the waltzer. And we've got a maid that's back for this year. So yeah, first overall impressions, pretty good. Let's get inside our first maze. So our first maze today is the Flesh Part. This is a slaughterhouse themed maze, opened in 2016. I loved it. It was the first maze that I did last year, so ironically, it's the first maze I'm doing this year. Let's get inside. I don't want to record this too much because of the saw music. You know what YouTube's like, copyright, etc. So let's just get inside and enjoy this slaughterhouse of fun. So that was the Flesh Part. It definitely feels extended compared to last year. I definitely think the layout's been extended by a few different bits. But, hey, Yeah, so the layout feels extended.
About 5 minutes time on the main stage.
Time on announcement. So yeah, the layout feels very extended. The hanging scene, that was brilliant. There was like a hanging body scene. There was like a strobe scene. Oh wow. There was like a strobe scene where hashtag queue jumpers. There was a strobe scene where all the lights just strobe. There was loads of very effectful scenes, loads of just out of control scenes, and like I said, the layout feels definitely extended compared to last year. So, like I said before, I'm going to do a detailed review of each individual maze in my detailed review next week. But in terms of first reactions, I loved it. I thought it was definitely improved from last year. In terms of my top 5 mazes, I think it comes into it, you know. I think it moves up a place. So, hey! Crazy! So yeah, first reactions out of 10, I'm going to give it a strong 7. I'm going to give it a strong 7 because I'm going to be a little bit open-minded when it comes to the Racers League mazes. So 7 out of 10 is not bad for a start. So let's go on to our next maze here at York Maze Hallowscream 2019. Love this event, can't wait. So our next maze here is 2073. This is the post-Trump apocalyptic devastation. This is my top maze of all time. This is my favourite maze of all time last year. My top maze overall because of all the events I've done. So I can't wait to get back inside this maze. Let's have a look and see what's changed since last year. So having a look in here then, in the merch store, they've got some fantastic Halloween themed merchandise. With all these ornaments around here. And they've got a big banner again, loads of Halloween stuff around here that's nice. Got like nice built-in letters, some nice ornaments, very nice. So this is big on merchandise, and of course this is the branded merchandise. You've got the nice warm cups, fantastic. You've got the ginormous spider there. You've got these postcards as well for all different names of the maze, which is pretty cool. And of course my favourite, obviously got the hashtag horror ducks. These are my favourite. These are the Hallowscream t-shirts. There's some other great stuff here as well. You've got the Hallowscream hats, which are very nice. You've got the Hallowscream key rings, which are brilliant. And of course you've got these as well, these little beanie hats. One with the red logo, one with the white logo, which is fantastic. So I'll definitely be spending some money tonight. So I've just done 2073, as if that maze could not get any better. That was the best maze. I can tell you guys right now why it's #1 maze for me in the world for me. The strobe effects, the acting quality, the theming was immense. The effects, not just the scares, not just the jump scares, but the actual smoke, the mist, the strobe lighting, the chainsaw finale at the end got me running for the exit. It was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 like I did last year. Best maze I've done. It's going to be very hard to top that. My God, I'm out of breath, but let's go on with the rest of the mazes because I want to see what can top a 10 out of 10 maze. Absolute perfection. Let's move on. So the next maze we're going to go in is the brand new maze for 2019, the Singularity. So a bit of history for you guys. In 2013, this event opened the Difference Engine. It closed at the end of 2018, my first year at this event. I managed to get the maze in and it closed unfortunately. And in 2019 they're bringing out a brand new maze. It is the Singularity. It's a human hybrid story about these like perfect beings and there's all these experiments going on and experiments going wrong. So we're going to go inside the Singularity now and we're going to check inside and see what this maze has to offer. So what I've just done there is the third maze for 2019, that is the Singularity. My God. That maze was amazing, absolutely incredible. You know what, I'm going to say straight off the bat first of all with that new maze, I'll take that over Difference Engine any day of the week. I think it started off quite tame and it sort of led you into a course where, hang on, there's not going to be as many scares as I thought it would. But then, my God, that end of the maze was brilliant. It had a lot of spoilers. Hey! Coaster Chall!
Who?
Coaster Chall!
Coaster Chall. I'll search that when I get home.
Hey! So yeah, basically it started off tame, and then the sort of second half of the maze sort of led you into a bit of uncharted territory. The smoke room. Now, that was one of my main things with this, replacing the difference engine. I was a bit 50-50 on the smoke room, because of course, those of you who haven't been in the difference engine, that didn't go in it last year, basically it was like a smoke room, but it was like a long tunnel literally filled with smoke, and there was like a chainsaw guy in. This time, it was like just a minute and a half, 2 minutes worth of smoke. Literally just 1.5 to 2 minutes of smoke, and I literally, the smoke was so thick I literally couldn't see anything. I was literally gasping for air as soon as I got out of that. It was such a weird maze, but I'll take that over difference engine any day of the week. Such an improvement over last year. Out of 10, I'm going to give that again a strong 7 out of 10. I thought it was good. I feel like there was sort of a section of that maze where I feel like more scares were needed, but apart from that, it was such a disorientating maze. The smoke room was the best bit, and again, 7 out of 10. 2 more mazes to go. Let's have a look and see what the next maze is going to be. I'm going to think it's this big clown one just behind me, which was also new for 2019. So the second maze of 2019 is Corney's Carnival, right over there. Now in 2013 there was a maze here called Reincarnation. That closed at the end of last year's event. I managed to get this in. It's a twisted fun house of fun. I loved it, it was brilliant, so I was a bit sad in a way when they decided to make some changes to it. Corney's Carnival is an even more sinister and twisted fun house of fears. We're going to get inside, I'm going to take some notes for next week's review, and we're going to have a look at our first reactions of Corney's Carnival, the second maze, new for 2019. So that was maze number 4. That was the new for 2019 Corney's Carnival, and that was just as good as Reincarnation last year. Reincarnation was such a good maze. When I found out that Reincarnation was being taken out for Corney's Carnival, I really didn't know what to expect, but it definitely exceeded my expectations down there. Some brilliant stuff from the maze last year. The strobe scene was brilliant. There was no actor in the strobe scene, which I felt was a little disappointing. However, there was a nice hanging head which gave me a nice jump scare, so it was a good replacement for the actor in the strobe room, unless that's in the strobe room, some other run-throughs. As well as that, the spinning tunnel, which is like a walk-through version of Hex, that was fantastic. We had some other great scenes in there as well. There was a slant room where I had to literally jump to the other side of the room because it was on a diagonal, so I really liked that. But overall, I think it was a good experience. I'm not going to say it was better than last year, I'm going to say it was just as good as last year, and last year was absolutely brilliant. So overall, I'm going to give this maze a strong 8 out of 10 for Corney's Carnival. Brilliant. The last maze to come is Barnageddon 3D. Let's go try that now. So the final maze we have to experience is Barnageddon 3D. This was originally Barnageddon from 2010 to 2018, and then for 2018 they opened it as Barnageddon 3D by adding 3D glasses and special effects. It was a brilliant attraction. I can't wait to experience it. Let's get inside. So I've just come out of my final maze, Barnageddon 3D, the new maze for last year, and I'm going to be completely honest in this. So the 3D effects were good, but I felt like the 3D effects just weren't. Well, there was a photo on my highlight. I felt like the 3D effects didn't really matter. I felt like I took my glasses off a couple of times because I just got tired of the 3D altogether. It just didn't look very good to me in 3D. The artwork still looked the same anyway, so it just felt a little bit blurry in 3D, so I didn't think the quality of the 3D was good. That's nothing to do with the maze. There's a few great jump scares in there. There's some brilliant scenes in the little long tunnel at the end with the chainsaw. I felt that was really good. I escaped it, so well done for me. But just in my personal opinion, in terms of scares and in terms of being petrified, I think they were going to go for a more sensory experience with this. So in terms of a scare maze, it was one of the weakest, but in terms of a sensory experience of being implemented into a new atmosphere, it was one of the better ones. But in terms of scares, one of the weakest in my opinion. But it was still a good maze to end on. Out of ratings out of 10, I'm going to give it 6.5. I'm gonna be generous and say 6.5. Would have been 6, but I think that half star just comes from the extra 3D quality, even though it didn't matter. So 6.5 out of 10 for Born Again 3D. That's all the mazes. Now I need to sort of end my day here at York Maze Hallowscream and summarise the whole atmosphere of the event. So we'll just summarise that now. So I've got Tom and Stacey in the vlog. Way! How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're fine, yeah.
This
Good.
is nice pizza fries.
Just making with Corney's dirty fries over there.
Yeah, I was thinking about going to get some soon anyway. So have you guys done the mazes?
We've done one.
Which
We've
one?
done, the flesh pot.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, just something to start off with. I think we might go and do the 2073.
That's fantastic.
Have you been here before?
I went last year for the opening night, and then I came this year for the opening night.
Good, isn't it?
So
Yourselves down, it's a great event.
yeah. It's just all the mazes are brilliant. I can't wait to see reactions on the new maze.
Yeah, we're really excited to do that, the Singularity. You're doing.
I love it. I love the different section last year.
Yeah. So hopefully the Singularity will be an even better maze.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you guys for being in the vlog, and have a nice night.
Yeah.
So I've met Tom and Stacey, but I've also met someone else. This is, please tell us your name.
It's Scott from Pleasure Beach Experience.
Pleasure Beach Experience. They're a really big YouTube channel, big Pleasure Beach fans. How are you enjoying the event so far?
Fantastic. Absolutely
atmosphere.
fantastic, yeah. It's like completely different to what I was expecting. I thought it'd be really low key, didn't think there'd be as many Roman actors.
Yeah.
Didn't think the mazes would be as intense, but yeah.
The mazes were fantastic, weren't they?
Yeah, we've got one left to do, the clown one.
Oh yeah,
And
Corney's Carnival.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
There's that many clown mazes, I just call them clown maze and then everyone knows which one we mean. But yeah, I'm mostly cameraman in the mazes, so I don't have to worry about getting jump scared too much. It's all these guys that get it more than me. But on the last maze we've just done, I didn't film in Singularity and I got hammered in it, so
right.
it was good.
What's your favourite maze so far? 'Cause you've done Singularity, Flash Park, 2073 and Born Again 3D.
Flash pot, is it?
Flash Park.
Yeah, that one definitely.
That one was very intense.
Yeah, even as a cameraman, that was mental.
Yeah, I mean, talk about some of the other ones as well. Singularity, new for this year. What's your sort of thoughts on that with it being a new maze this year?
I didn't know it was new. I thought it was here last year too.
No, it replaced the difference engine from last year.
Okay.
So it was like a human robot hybrid maze.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
It's good. It was that smoke room at the end though.
I was gasping for air
Yeah.
at that one. I literally left. I needed to go outside for a couple of minutes because I needed some air after that.
Well, I've had lung surgery, so that really got me. I was just been like, should I have come through this one?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, what do you think about it again 3D? I'm interested because I thought it was one of the weak ones in terms of scares, but good for sensory.
It's hard to say because I've done a lot of 3D ones. It was alright. I can't criticise them because they've done a really good job with the sets and the actors were fantastic.
Yeah, it's very hard to criticise York Maze Hallowscream because it does such a good job.
Yeah.
And finally, 2073, post-Trump apocalypse. What do you think of that?
I thought you were going to ask me what Pleasure Beach is going to do in that year.
Oh yes.
That'll be that's when the next coaster comes.
Gyro swing coming next year?
No, absolutely not. No.
I wish. I think that's more Alton Towers on the Blade side.
I wouldn't like to comment. We'll move on. So 2073, Blackpool Pleasure Beach will be doing their 11th coaster, and no, seriously, no, the maze is good. It was good. It was a slow start.
Yeah.
But it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was Singularity as well. It was quite a tame start and then got you in it towards the end.
It was intense from the off for us.
Really?
Yeah, it was good.
Must be because of the run-throughs then.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, Scott, for being part of the video.
No problem.
Make sure you subscribe to Pleasure Beach Experience if you haven't already. Loads of people like to cross in front. I love flood bombs. I love it. Make sure you subscribe.
That's rude, that is,
I know, but make sure you subscribe to Pleasure Beach Experience.
Thank you very much.
And let's summarise the rest of our night here at Hallowscream. So that's it from York Maze Hallowscream 2019. A fantastic event once again. First of all, big shout outs to two big channels that we saw tonight and got on the vlog, Tom and Stacey and Pleasure Beach Experience. Two fantastic YouTube channels. Make sure you go and subscribe to them. I'll put links to Tom and Stacey and Pleasure Beach Experience in the description down below so you can go and subscribe to them if you haven't already. But overall, from the Hallowscream event itself, just fantastic. Just to sort of summarise the mazes then. Mazes, again, like last year, very strong quality. I said at the end of Born Again 3D that I personally thought that it was one of the weaker ones in terms of scares and more of a sensory experience. So Personally, if I was Hallowscream and if I was choosing a maze to either change or sort of make improvements to for next year, unfortunately it'd have to be Barnageddon 3D. I think the 3D effects were good, but it didn't really matter much because there wasn't as many scares as last year, so I did feel a little, just a tiny little wincy bit underwhelmed with Barnageddon 3D this year, but still a strong maze for sensory experience. With the other mazes then, Flesh Pot, absolutely fantastic. It was just a fantastic maze overall. The hanging heads, the sort of slaughterhouse feel, the chop, just shouted just right into thin air. It was just fantastic. 2073 was the post-Trump apocalyptic devastation maze. That was, again, with the strongest maze tonight. It was so hard to pick a strongest maze out of 4 of them out of the 5. But out of those 4, 2073 was definitely, again, the strongest maze this year. So I think 2073, in terms of improvements and changes, I think that'll be all right now for a good, couple of years or so. I think that's all right now. Moving into the Singularity, one of the new mazes this year, very, very strong. My personal opinion, it was very tame at the start, and I felt like it had a bit of a like a lighter touch at the start, but then as it got more on, it got more intense. The smoke room at the end, I was gasping for air when I came out of that. Moving on to Corney's Cornevil, basically reincarnation but 10 times more extreme. It was fantastic, and like I said with Barnageddon, the scares were alright, but in terms of scares it was the weakest maze. But in terms of a sensory experience, the artwork and the decor I give full praise to. So that is all the Hallowscream mazes. Roaming entertainment, fantastic. Characters and sideshows, very good quality of acting inside and outside the mazes, and overall out of 10 I'm going to give it a strong A, which is pretty much the rating I would give last year's event to as well. So overall it was just as good and a little bit stronger than last year. So that is it then from York Maze Hallowscream 2019. Like we said before, we've got plenty of news updates coming over the weekend. We've got the vlog, which is online now, which you're watching. Of course, we're going to give you a full detailed review next week, where I'm going to go into more details on the particular mazes and stuff like that. Along with all that, like I said again, massive shout outs to Tom and Stacey and Project Beach Experience. Links will be in the description down below. And for now, guys, my name is Coaster Chall, Doncaster born but built for theme park news. Keep living the coast life, and I'll see you guys in the next video very, very soon. Take care. Have an awesome day, my friends.